right, guys. So we're going to be, today, look what's our aim for today is we're going to be solving trig equations. This is what we're going to be doing for the next 3 days. And first three problems we're going to be solving in this interval right here. This is a degree interval. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. So what do we do? What's step one? Plus 1 to each side. Yeah. Let's do it up. Add 1 to each side. Booyah. 2 sine theta equals 1. Any ideas? What's next? Divide by 2. Ooh, sine theta equals a half. Now, that's all good and all, but we need how much theta is. So how do you do that? How do you figure out how much theta could be? You could memorize the chart. Okay. But if you don't have the chart memorized, what's another way using some technology in front of you? What? Yeah, let's use the inverse a little bit. Let's inverse it up. The inverse of a half is how much? 30. Yep. But I'll tell you that's not it. We're not done. We're not done. So, any ideas as to what to do next? No? No. No, none of that needed. Here, let me give you a little bit of a hint, right? Let me give you a little bit of a hint. The sine of theta equals a half. And so let me draw that in for 1 second. Maybe this is going to help you out a little bit. Sine theta equals a half, and not only does it equal a half, it equals positive 1/2. So in what quadrants is sine positive? 1. Let's draw that in. There it is. Here's this guy, and you told me that one of the answers to this was 30 degrees, and that's great and true. But what other quadrant is sine positive? Nope. In the second one, because sine corresponds to the y coordinates, this is x and this is y. So anything in the first and second quadrant produces a positive sign. Okay, so let me draw in a new one. Right? There we go. And what we have is that same triangle with 30 degrees as the reference angle, because that's what our calculator told us. It's just that what degree amount for theta would you need to get there? Chill. Just kidding. So what degree amount? No, chill. 120. What? Yes, 150. 150, because halfway around the circle is 180. This is 150. 150. No. Can I tell you, it's very interesting. Almost every single other class also wanted to say 120. Oh, my bad. It's my fault. Should be to scale. Thank you, Max, for that observant criticism. I appreciate it. It will make me better. So here's our final answer. 30 and 150. Did anybody get lost? Do you see how we kind of did it? Good. Guys, I'm excited. Let's play again. Let's play. Game on. Let's play. What do we do? What's first? Ariella? Tell me. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not trying to trick you at all. Today's are very straightforward. So we're going to add red 3 to both sides. That's cool. Cool. Right? And here we got this. Let's pick somebody completely at random. Fontanello? What? Divide by 2. Divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. All right, let's do this. So sine theta equals rad 3 over 2. What do we do from here? Somebody else, completely at random. Tiana? So let's do this. So what do? Like just like all the other problems, Julius? Let's inverse it up, man. Inverse it up. Yep, sine inverse of rad 3 over 2. What do you get when you do that? 60 degrees. Now, is 60 the only answer? What do you think? Yes or no? No. What two quadrants are we looking in Y? We're looking in quadrants 1 and 2. Why, Wayne? Because it's positive. Sine is positive. Well, here's the first one, right? 60 degrees is one answer. That's nice. Good job. Go us. Now let's find where else sine is positive, and according to the particular degree amount, it equals rad 3 over 2. Okay, so here we go. Let's draw it in. Quadrant 2. This angle over here happens to be 60 degrees, which means how much is the angle that led us there? 120. In this case, it's 120. Nice. And those are our two answers. Final answer, I'm going to write it down. $60 and 120. What do you think? Is this easy? Now, let me show you something. This is the easiest thing in the whole world if it's multiple choice. You know why? Because they give you a bunch of answers, and all you have to do if it's multiple choice is plug them in and find which one works. There's no other way you should be doing it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. That's what you do. But if it's short answer, this is what you got to do. Play again. Yes. Oh, my God. I love this. Come on. All right. Let's do this. It all proceeds the same way, and you get partial credit for showing out your work. We're subtracting 1 from both sides. This is exciting stuff. 3 cos theta equals 0. We're going to divide both sides by 3. Ooh. Divide both sides by 3, and you get cos theta equals 0. Uh-oh. When does the cosine of theta equal 0? Yeah, and how did you find that out, Wayne? We're going to do the inverse of 0, and that happens to be 90 degrees. Is that the only time? No. But what did we find out? Well, we know that the cosine is, well, 0 is neither positive nor negative. That's messed up. That's actually a hard question to try and talk through. Let's draw a picture instead. Right? Let's graph it up. Here's our unit circle. And cosine is which coordinate, the x or the y? Oh, well, here's one of them. Cosine is the x coordinate. And in order to get up over here, it had to be 90 degrees. True story? True, true, true. And then let's draw it up again. Let's draw it up again. I love trying to practice drawing circles, and I think that was a good. Looks like the Easter egg I hip checked that girl out of the way for to try and get. Yeah, I know. I did record that. Hopefully she's listening, and I'm sorry about that. And the other time that cosine is 0 is down over here. You know what I'm saying? How many degrees did I have to go through to get down over here? Look at this. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, 270. And those are our two answers. So always be thinking. Always be thinking. Could there be a possible answer, another answer? But you get partial credit just for getting over here. Like a lot of credit. What's up? Why is it not 180? Think about what the cosine, what's the x value when it's 180? What's up? $90 and $270 is our final answer. So we had a question about why is it not 180? At the 180 marker, right? The cosine is the x coordinate, and the x coordinate over here is -1. You know what I'm saying? Let's play again. This time, let's step our game up a notch. We're going to do the exact same process as before. It's just that this time they're calling for our answer to be in radians. And so you'll do all of your work, and then at the end, guess what you'll have to do? You'll have to convert. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Any ideas? What do we do? Yeah, divide by 4. Distributing would actually be the long root in this particular problem. Let's divide both sides by 4. There you go. And you get that the cos of theta plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 1 from both sides. The cos of theta equals negative 1. Max, I think you're going to see hopefully a lot of answers come true for you on this one. Let's inverse it up. Let's find out what value of theta does that. Yeah, 180 degrees. Now, is that the only answer? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's find out. So we draw it up, right? There's no triangle that has 180 degrees, so that means it must fall on one of the edges of the unit circle. 180 degrees drops me off over here, and at this spot right here, that's the coordinate negative 1, 0. Remember, the unit circle is a circle with a radius of 1 centered at the origin. All right, so check this out. This is 180. Any other spots on that circle where the x-coordinate is negative 1? There's only one answer to this problem. There is only one answer. But remember this day of April, when I asked you to convert your answers back to radians. Remember, they asked you for radians in the question. You cannot give your answer in degrees. Remember to convert to radians. How do you convert to radians? Does anybody remember? What do we got to multiply by? What? Yeah, we're going to be multiplying by pi over 180. So here's what we do. We get 180 pi over 180. These guys cancel off. You're just left with pi. Easy, right? Too easy, drill sergeant. Too easy. Final answer. Straight up pi. You ready? One more to go and then we're done. And then I'm going to give you 3 questions for homework and then you're out of this joint. Here we go. Good luck. Take it down. We're going to talk about it. May the force be with you. Let's go. Time to go. Time to go. So let me teach you a little shortcut. We're gonna go towards, you guys are old now, right? Raise your hand if you're a junior. Or raise your hand if you're a sophomore. It's the end of the year. You guys are old. Old. You guys are basically turning, anybody that's a sophomore is turning to a junior, and juniors, you're turning to seniors. Well, the next class after this is pre-calc, and after that is calc. And in calculus, you learn a technique called U substitution. And that's like a really fancy let statement. You remember let statements from back in the day? What? Oh, you can do cheap shortcuts with let statements. It's awesome. Let me show you, right? Do you see these cosines? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a cheap shortcut. I'm going to say give me a variable, any one that you want. 4 is not a variable, homie. Thanks. So we're going to say x equal cos theta. Why would I ever do that? Watch what this instantaneously changes into. Poof. Look at me now. I'm saying, isn't it? It's so funny. It's like you looked all scary, and then now you're just easy to deal with. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. Just going to subtract x from both sides. And you're always allowed to do this. We're going to add rad 3 to both sides. We're going to divide by 2. Whoops. Sorry about that. Guess it didn't erase from earlier in the day. And so x equals rad 3 over 2. And then you know what you do next? You sub back. Yeah, you sub back. X was equal to the cos of theta. And look, without doing too much work, you can solve it. So So in any event, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's inverse it. Inverse it up. Cos inverse. What's the cos inverse of rad 3 over 2? Woo! 30 degrees. Is that the only answer? No. 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 No way. Absolutely not. Nonsense. Only answer. It's ridiculous. Right? Here's one of our answers. Cosine is positive. Where does the other triangle lie? In which quadrant is cosine also positive? 4. And I told a funny song to the other class to help them remember that. Everywhere we go, people want to know where cosine is positive. So we tell them. Quadrant 1 and 4. Nah? Come on. Come on. All right, fair enough. Whatever. No humor. All right. So cos is 30, so that means what's the degree amount needed to get there? 330. But you know what? Remember this time of April. Yeah, it's got to be in radians. Got to be in radians. Got to be in radians. Convert to radians. And how do we convert to radians? Who remembers? Yeah, we're multiplying by pi over 180. You guys are amazing. I want you to know that. So that's 30 pi over 180, and what's that reduced down to be? Pi over 6, and that's one of the answers. Let's do it for the other one. 330 times pi over 180 equals 330 pi over 180. Let's use our calculator. Let's reduce that down. What do we get? 11 pi over 6. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.